Getting a handle over playing chord tones over chord changes is an essential skill for any jazz guitarist, jazz musician. Being able to do this will help you sound and speak the sound of the chord changes and outline the harmony. But how do you get anywhere near being able to do this? What I want to share with you today is how I practice this and things that help me. Now we've got 5 stages to this, and I'll take you through them logically to help you move on with this area of your playing. First thing is we need a context in which to practice this. Now, the natural thing you would think is to jump for a standard. Oh, let's try it with this jazz standard. Nice idea, but I actually prefer just working with 2 chords. Just keep it simple. You know, working over something that's just 32 bars long with potentially 8-10 chords, it's just too much. So let's just take this A minor 7 to D7, which could be the first 2 chords of Autumn Leaves, could be the first 2 chords in a 2-5-1 in G, right? So that's going to be our progression, and that's a smart progression to practice, because how often do you see A minor 7 going into D7? And then level 2 is to have a 1 octave arpeggio. Why not 2? When I first started doing this, I went for I need to map this out over the fretboard. I need A minor 7 and D7, let's say minor 7, 2 octave, and then and so forth, all over the fretboard, and I do the same for D. And I just got so absorbed into playing arpeggio shapes, whereas I could have been focusing on less and working how to say more with less. Because if you just map out A minor 7 over the whole fretboard, you're just still playing the same 4 notes, right? So what I go with is 1 octave positions. So let's go with this. We'll start on the D string, A minor 7. I'm going to go A, C, E, G. There we go. And that's root, minor 3rd, perfect 5th, minor 7th. Be clear on the notes. A, C, E, G. So here's A minor 7 I'm going to use. Here's the D7. All the diagrams you see available as a PDF, link in the description. And the basic thing I want you to be able to do there, play them up, play them down. D7, down. Then you can do down, then up, so down A minor, back up, down D7, back up. I can hear those chords there. Now that would be just playing them, making sure you can do that without too much effort. Lightness of touch in the left hand. You can play it comfortably and with technical ease. Stage 3 is being absolutely crystal clear on what the notes are and the intervals and the sound of it. So A minor 7, like in tab, that could be 7 5 5 8. When really what it needs to be is A C E G. A C E G. Ace and then a G on top. That's A minor 7. Backwards, G E C A. 1 root, 3rd, minor 3rd, 5th, minor 7 or flat 7, flat 7, perfect 5th, minor 3rd, root, D7, D, F sharp, A, C, C, A, F sharp, D, root, major 3rd this time, perfect 5th, 5th, flat 7 again, minor 7th. Be absolutely clear on that. You really need to know the notes of these and the intervals. Sing or hum them. That's really worth doing. You want to get to the point where you play that A, you can hear the C of the A minor 7. What I'm doing is humming the note before I play it to check I can hear it correctly. And you can do the same with the D7. If someone plays this, A minor 7, you should be able to hear D7. So we're working on here on note knowledge, intervals, and also the sound. The cool thing, the sound of a minor 7 arpeggio, the sound of a dominant 7th arpeggio, it's going to have the same sound quality. So if I moved everything up 2 frets, we've got B minor 7 now to E7, it's going to sound obviously different pitches, but it's going to have the same sound quality. Stage 4 is about varying the order. If we played it just 1, 3, 5, 7 or 7, 5, 3, 1, things are going to get pretty tedious, but it's a start, right? So this time I'm going to go 3, 5, 7, 1. So, which is C, E, G, A for the A minor 7, right? For the D7, that's going to be F sharp, A, C, D. Put that together. There's the A minor, D minor, D7. So that's 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1. And you can hear there's like a link between the way I'm playing both arpeggios. Even though it's two different chord types, you get the link then because it's the same intervallic structure. You'll work out my pattern here. Let's go 5, 7, 1, 3. So that's E, G, A, C. Then for D7, A, C, F sharp, D. So put together. Twice. D7. Works pretty well. 7, 1, 3, 5. So that's G, A, C, E. G, A, C, E. For the D7 it's C, D, F sharp, A. What you'll do by the result of that A is kind of, right, to start off, you've got the sequence clear, 1, 3, 5, 7, you can play it. But you don't want to be playing your arpeggios like that all the time. It's not to say you won't ever hear someone go 1, 3, 5, 7, but you're going to get bored with your own playing if you do it. So all the time. So it's being able to get command over your chord tones and start from 3, 5, or 7, or 1, obviously, and vary the order. Obviously, still then we're playing an order. Like the first one I did was 3, 5, 7, 1. There's, I think, 24 different ways of playing those 4 notes. What you'll get from that is, well, if you play it over a loop as well, 2 bars, say, of A minor 7, 2 bars of D, or even longer, you could have 4 bars if you need more time to think about it. You'll just start to hear what it's like to start from the third as opposed to the root and that sort of thing. This final stage today is to branch out and maybe go, well, we need a bit more of the fretboard, okay? We're a bit limited there. So let's think about A minor 7 first off. If we just took that there, our basic arpeggio, well, just from the root, the 7th sits a tone beneath at fret 5, so we could have, or just, so we've got G there, flat 7, then there's the root. So here I'm going G, A, C, E, G, which is 7, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7. So you don't have to go to that G there, you could get the G beneath. Just creates a little bit more of a surprise. In the same token, if we're thinking about underneath our A here, we could get the E on fret 7 of the A string. So we could have, which is A, C, as normal where we were, and then E on the A string, G on the D. It's just another way of going 1, 3, 5, 7. Just creating a little bit more variety to the sound. Above our G here, above our flat 7 at the top, we could get an A either at fret 5 on the E string or fret 10 on the B. We could also get the C, the 3rd on fret 8 on the E. Almost like a pentatonic scale. For the D7 we could branch out. Let's get the 7 beneath the root at fret 5, a C. Or let's get the root above the 7th, so you could go to fret 10 for a D. So D, F sharp, A, C, D. Just sort of extending what we've got, the range of what we've got, but not massively. We could get A at fret 5, where we started for the A minor, because it's a note of D7, so we could have, so that's 5, 7, 1, 3. This just, you know, sneaks in a little bit more of the fretboard for you to use. Obviously different tonality, using different, going on thinner or thicker strings is going to bring a different sound to things. The next lesson will level this up. This is kind of, I would classify as beginnerish stuff. it might not feel very like beginner material. I can appreciate, but it's like you're entering into chord tones. Then the next lesson is kind of like the next stage, the sort of intermediate stage, if you like. So be sure to watch my next video. All the resources, link in the description, PDF. There's also a link to my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to say thank you for today's lesson. Please leave me a comment, hit that like button. It really does help boost how these videos perform, and it's much appreciated. I'll put a couple other videos up from myself, maybe my lesson on triads, that could be useful with all this, and also about, you know, some other ones related to chord tones. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, you take care.